कि we do one activity by doing that camp.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is also a service to a society only. कि when
Yes.
you do a test at 1,000 bucks and people, sir, you can't believe okay, the rush type of rush we have, the type of anxiety people show, and
Mm-hmm.
for okay, people want to get the test done. That is what we realize. The only thing is you have to make them show that this price is worth what you are doing.
Great. Great. Great, sir. And at this juncture, I would like to invite our CEO, Mr. Ibrahim Thomas, to have a word with you, sir.
Hello, sir.
May I invite Abe sir
Yeah, thank
on
you,
the
Dinesh.
screen,
And
sir?
good morning, Mr. Gupta. Thank you so much for taking time out and speaking to us this morning. And congratulations on what an amazing brand you built and the kind of plans that you have. So really, we're all proud with your success. Sir, I had a question, and we're now working towards this unique health ID and building a national database so that reports can be shared, you can consult, you can track historically, because currently that's a big problem. Every time you go, you have to start doing all the tests from scratch and all that. So how is this going to work? And since you already have the basic infrastructure, I'm sure in terms of the entire diagnostics things, you must be excited with this possibility of a unique health ID.
Sir, we tried to get that incorporated in our system, but we didn't get that assessed from the government because there was some policy changes in that. So presently, it is not linked to the any national data network. The data, if I have for Mr. Thomas, that is with me only. That is not being shared with any other people. So presently, there's no such requirement from the government also. Yes, COVID data we have to share at a national platform. So all RT-PCR tests we have to share with the government. But sir, I think the government is not that equipped that they can manage that type of data. What they will do with that data, I don't know how well they can manage that.
Correct, because I think conceptually it's a very strong idea that you have a national database of health records. Then it can be used for proactive treatment, diagnosis, to proper treatment, to insurance, to lots of other things. So, do you think this will become a reality soon?
Sir, I doubt. Frankly speaking, I doubt. And moreover, sir, patient confidentiality is very important part in healthcare.
Right.
So how they will ensure that is a big question, because that is the biggest problem in our system or culture. Okay, before it is launch, it is leaked. So, but patient confidentiality is very important, sir. Not from the perspective of just a health of person, but it's about his personal life also. So how they will ensure that, that's a big question.
Thank you very much, Gupta. Thank you for this morning, and all the best wishes for you for your future plans. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Gidesh. Gidesh, you there?
Thank you, Abe sir. Ji, CP. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm there, sir. Am I audible, Mr.
Yeah,
Gupta?
yeah. Now you are audible.
Yeah, there was a lag in between, but now it's fine
Okay,
with.
great. I think my connection is a little weak. So I would now like to invite Mr. Ashish Chatterjee, our CPO and CFO for Big FM. May I invite Ashish sir on the screen, please?
Yeah, thank you, Gitesh, and lovely listening to you, Mr. Gupta. So I had two questions. One was that even now, I think the penetration of the diagnostic services is still low. people tend to kind of still do the services only when, they are actually facing some kind of a health problem. They don't do it on a regular basis. And so how does this habit compare itself, with developed countries, and how are they doing to get that habit and penetration high, and what are we can learn from that? That was my first question. My second question was from the diagnostic business perspective. A lot of diagnostic actually happens through two parts. One is the capex on the machinery, which is largely, the big part, and the second is the consumables. So I wanted to understand how much of this capex and opex is currently indigenous, or everything is largely imported.
So, to your first question, I think Gitish has also asked. We can see a lot of change post-COVID about people's thought process for getting a test only when it is an emergency, when they are sick. So, they in certain segment, and that segment covers rural portion also. People now understand that only healthy people. It is important to be healthy. So if there will be any pandemic, or if there will be any chronic disease in the future, so healthy people have a chance to survive more. So they want to know, okay, what is the status of their health. Earlier, I was telling to Gitish, so it's a repeat. Uh, People just say, okay, yes, I am healthy. Now they want to know. They don't know they are healthy or not. They just think they are healthy. Like, I'm doing walk, I'm healthy. I'm sleeping good, I'm healthy. I'm eating good, I'm healthy. I don't have BP, I'm healthy. मुझे डायबिटीज नहीं है तो मैं हेल्दी हूँ. तो everybody has their own set of criteria to state himself as a healthy. But now people want to know if they are healthy or not. So there is some shift from that mindset. Not a major shift, some shift. Not at all in comparison to international market, where people are very particular about the things. Here people are not particular. So, but they are not resistant now. If they get an opportunity, if you are going with your friend and he is getting a blood test done, you say, okay, chal yaar, mere bhi kar de. Main bhi dekh lunga. Earlier it was not there. So there is a slight shift in that. And second, the thing you have said is, still date, there's no good equipment available made in India, which is at par with international equipment. In healthcare, you cannot take that risk. Maybe they are good, but they have not registered themselves as in that category.
And even the consumables are imported, and
most of them.
So that
Companies are producing the equipment, consumables also. Sir, but basic consumables are, well, it's more of a eye wash. Actually, they are importing two sort of chemicals and the mixing here. This basic thing is not being manufactured.
Got it. Yeah, I thought so. So thank you for those lovely insights, and thank you very much for spending this morning with us.
There are certain Indian companies who are manufacturing, but
very few. Still
again, you cannot.
A long way to go.
They have a long way to go. So to prove themselves, they are at par.
I understand. Good. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you,
Gitesh.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashish. I would now like to invite Mr. Sunil Kumaran, our country head for content and marketing. Sunil, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Gitesh. Thank you, Anuji. Thank you so much for taking time out and spending this morning with us. Love listening to you. I had a question. In the course of the conversation, there was this point that you discussed about the lack of trust for brands, right? And you made an interesting observation where you said that coverage gives more trust than advertising. Now, I think a lot of brands are realizing that, more than just above the line advertising, it is the PR coverage or what people talk about you as a brand in the environment is what matters in terms of brand building. Now, over the years, or at least in the last 1.5 years, purpose marketing has become a very strong tool in the marketing kitty for most brand guys. You see that happening rampant across FMCG particularly and many other brands. How does a brand like yours look at purpose marketing? Do you think an approach like purpose marketing or attaching yourself to a purpose can help you build that trust that is so critical for a brand like yours?
So of course, purpose marketing is, okay, if you see the historic data, if you see the stalwarts, if you see the people who have built, they have done some purpose marketing. They make people aware about certain diseases, then they make people aware that this disease is treatable. So there is, what I get from the purpose marketing, I'm not very well aware of this word. So you mean to say that purpose is from some
going beyond the brand. So for instance, a live boy taking Swachh Aadat as a proposition for purpose marketing, it is indirectly connected with the brand space, but not directly connected to commerce or sales.
Yes, sir.
You see that, you know, a PNG doing education, girl child education as a space and things like that.
So yes, if you see the historic data of ThyroCare, they have done purpose marketing only initially. They sent just mailers about the disease. Okay, this disease can be with this segment also. Don't just think, and how this disease can be effective. And this purpose marketing has make some of the very specific tests to very common tests. Like thyroid, if you remember 10 years back, thyroid was a specialized test. Now it's a most common test, basic requirement for any lab. Not going very back into the history, vitamin D. 4 years back, people are not aware of vitamin D or B12. What is that? So now it is a part of routine testing. So the purpose marketing they have done, but that is a more specific purpose marketing. They do camps. We are doing camp for eye checkup. So this is a direct purpose marketing, I can say.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there has to be a line that you draw between advertising and purpose that you attach, and most people understand that, you know. And I mean, if you can attach yourself to a purpose and actually be consistent about it, most brands have realized, not just in India but globally, but that's one of the most powerful thing that you can do for your brand. And the ROIs are significant, though it's not immediately tangible in the beginning, you know. So I think it's a great space for brands like yours to kind of get into, because I think that really helps you build a brand as you grow into newer markets and newer territories and so on and so forth.
I think Esser has done this activity for gynecologists. They were contributing some part to some girl child or something like that with some of their advertisements.
Fabulous. Great. Thank you so much. Lovely listening to you, and thank you for taking time out today. Thank you. Back to you, Gitesh.
Thank you, Sunil. Yeah, thank you. Before we conclude the day, sir, I would like to present you with a surprise. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, as a gesture of our appreciation, we would like to present you with the gift of music. This is a virtual gift. We invite you and your colleagues at Atulya Healthcare to dedicate your favorite latest hits to your loved ones on 92.7 Big FM Chandigarh. I'll share the slide with you. You can just WhatsApp your dedications on the number mentioned. And on Wednesday, the 27th of October, our Ajay Guri will play the some of the dedications on his show between 3 to 4 p.m. So, and
thank you very much, Gitesh. It was very nice talking to you. And the good, so you have asked most relevant questions from the industry, which so I'm really delighted to be part of this show. So thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir, and see you soon, sir, along with
Thank you.
Jit and Atulji.
Thank you, Gitesh. Thank you, sir. Gitesh, you may stop presenting the slide now. Thank you, everyone, for joining the big morning show, and have a great day. Thank you, everyone. So we'll connect offline for the gift of music and the other details.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.